truth.
No chaser.
Welcome to Truth No Chaser. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jay.
And I'm Frank.
And this is a shot of truth stirred with bold opinions, reversing the miseducation of the black community as it relates to health and politics.
And today we have professional makeup artist Miss Stevie Martin in the building with us, and she's here to talk to us about all her upcoming and current projects. We also want to talk to her about what the hell is going on in Hollywood with this striking business. And we are going to talk to her about networking and helping others try to get into the game with the entertainment industry as well. All right, so Stevie.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good.
You good?
Good to be
You
back
good?
in the building.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Yes. So, Stevie, we jacked this from one of our other guests, Miss Ursula Berger, and this is a little icebreaker.
Okay.
And you are from Miami, correct?
Yes.
Like the people know you from MIAO.
305.
305 in the
Dade
house.
County in the building.
So, this is basically a take it or leave it
Okay.
kind of question set up for you. All right? And this is a Miami edition. You are on a road trip, 8 hours. You're going to listen to one of these artists, Pitbull, Flo Rida.
Really?
Yo, that's like...
Really? I know.
I know I fucked you. I know I fucked you all the way up. I know you was hoping for somebody way more interested in that.
She's like, who?
But they both from Miami.
I think I'm going to have to go with Flo Rida.
Flo Rida, God be with you. Either one of those choices.
Either one of those choices.
You just picked
It's
up.
like pick your poison.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so you also a football fan. I know your husband is. Also somewhat of a football fan, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Wide receivers. Chad Ochocinco, Antonio Brown.
Really?
Which one we doing? Chad Ochocinco,
do
Antonio
Chad.
Brown.
Chad.
Chad Johnson, Liberty City in the house.
That's a good choice.
That was a great choice. That was a great
That was a good
choice.
choice.
The CTE, a lot of CTE on the other side of that question. So we got, moving on, got to pick one of these cities, man. Broward, Miami-Dade, Palm Beach. What we doing?
Miami-Dade. Broward
Miami-Dade.
is like north.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Miami-Dade. I actually
Yes.
been all three of these. That's what's up.
Which one
This
would you
one-
choose?
I'm Palm Beach because Miami-Dade is dangerous. So is
But
Broward.
that's
So is
it.
Broward.
But,
So go Palm Beach. Thank you.
I'm going to Palm Beach.
Yeah.
Be safe.
And just being honest. Okay. But I'm also not a native, so you know better than me. Okay. This one is gonna throw you for a loop a little bit. But
Okay.
I'm only asking this because we really have nobody to compare it to. One is like Ace Boom of the city.
Okay.
Lil' Kim or Trina.
Ooh.
The baddest chick.
Outside,
I had to ask that because really there ain't no competition
I'm gonna wait
for
for
her
an
in
answer.
that
I'm
city.
gonna wait for an answer.
So I had to throw
Somebody.
another icon in there.
I'm
Lil'
gonna
Kim, Trina.
I'm gonna go with Trina.
You going Trina? Mm-hmm. Okay, home team.
I'm gonna go with Trina.
You can tell me the real answer off camera.
No, that ain't
All right.
no.
I
I
understand.
like Lil' Kim, but
Yeah.
you know,
Okay,
I feel like if they did a, what do you call it, like
The
a versus,
versus.
I feel like
Lil' Kim will get her?
nah. I feel
You
like
think Trina will get her?
Yeah,
Kim got more material.
Well, not versus. I feel like if they did freestyle,
Yeah,
I
okay.
feel like
Oh,
Trina.
okay,
I feel
freestyle.
like Trina would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just as long as people don't focus on her belly bump.
Yeah,
or
like,
baby
listen,
bump
when-
from before, because that was
We're
crazy.
Talk about the music.
Yeah, we're talking about the music. Okay, so all right.
Focus on-
Wait, was it a
Focus
baby
on
bump,
Trina's
though?
stomach
That's
and
what it
focus on
seemed like.
Kim's face.
I don't think
Which
it was a
one?
baby bump.
Pick your poison.
Yeah,
I
look,
don't think-
Pick your
Lil' Kim got me like-
poison. Yeah.
I don't think it was a baby bump. I think
I
it was
don't
like
think
that,
so.
just like that 40.
40.
This
is 40.
You're right.
No, that is not 40.
Hey, everybody's 40 now.
That is not 40.
Okay.
And I'm not even there yet. And I'm not even there yet. I'm just
Listen, I am there in the inside of it, and that is not it.
Oh,
We falling off.
You good?
Yeah.
I wait till you get back.
Listen, see,
It's that
they ain't even
fedora.
like that. It's the hat game.
Nah, it's
Her
all
hat
good.
game
It's
is
all good.
always
Hat game
on
is
point.
Always on point.
Always.
That's what I'm talking about.
And you know it's this little head too, so I'm gonna just
Yeah, I know,
hold
I
it
love
like I'm DJ.
That's how I usually have to do when I wear
Like
my
she in the
fedoras.
booth.
Like I'm in a booth.
Two more questions. Two more,
Yes,
and
yes.
then we're gonna go right into your two iconic franchises shot in the city of Miami. Scarface, Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Okay. And very last question. This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a tough one for you. Uncle Luke or Trick Daddy?
Uncle Luke all the way.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for playing along. I appreciate it. That's your Miami edition. All right. There
Miami
you go. Come on, Ashley. Bring it on, baby.
Yes. So,
Uh-oh.
Yes. Yes. Let's get to it.
what is? Say, I'm not gonna be all that long. We have seen you, grace her presence before. Time has definitely went by. You're blowing up. Big things happen. Big things popping. What is the highlight in the last 3 years?
Oh my gosh, so much has happened.
I
So
know.
I feel like the last time we were together, it was right before COVID.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
A couple months prior. Yeah.
So
Right,
a
when
lot.
Bobby
Let
still
me
wasn't
let me
believing in it.
condense it. I did a couple movies. Well, I want to say maybe about 4. So I would say the highlights would be Creed 3,
Nice.
Yes. Big up.
fantasy football.
Nice.
Praise This.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chloe.
Yeah, Chloe
Drewski
Bailey.
and all them.
Yeah,
Jacob
Drewski.
Lattimore in there?
Oh yeah.
Nah,
That was a good one.
Yeah.
You like that?
What,
I ain't
Praises?
I ain't like it. Was funny. But go ahead.
It was better than I thought it was gonna be.
I like
Okay.
it was the message behind it.
I got you.
Yeah.
So
Tiffany
it
liked
could
it.
relate.
And I like they came from a different angle.
Yeah, they
like it
came
didn't come from that typical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't come from the typical.
Yeah, they didn't dial it down.
Spiritual.
They didn't make it G-rated.
Yeah.
I will give it that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like somebody could relate to it. Like you got
Yeah.
that friend, or at one point in your life, you was like, I'm not feeling church. I'm not going.
Yeah.
And then eventually once you start getting into it, then you're like, what, this ain't really bad.
Right.
Yeah. So
And what was the fourth one? You remember? So you said Praise This, Creed.
I think it was
Fantasy
before
football.
Creed. So right after COVID, I did Dear Evan Hansen, and that was a musical.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they that was a play that won a Tony, and they turned it into a movie. So
Nice.
yeah, I've been out here running, and I was working on a project currently, but because of the strike,
Which
they
we'll get into
shut
that
it
next.
down.
So before we even get into
Right,
the
the
strike, though,
strike.
let me. So from a sentimental standpoint, right? When you, I'm one thing that kind of killed the motion of Creed 3
Yeah,
was
we
the
already
Jonathan
know.
Major situation, right?
Yes.
When how does it affect you personally as an artist that literally was on set with him? And
Or does it affect you?
Does it affect you at all?
I-
You got a chance to build a rapport with him.
I
You see
think
what I'm saying? And
Anytime
then boom.
something happens with talent that you work with, it does affect you.
I
It
would think
affects
so.
you because you really know what went on, and you just hear the outside voices chiming in, and so it's like everything is about perspective. So what you're given, you respond to, and so for the people on the outside, this is what's presented to them. And so it only takes one person to respond or have an opinion, and then you either agree or you disagree. So you have all this different information out here, and it is hard to decipher between what's real and what's not.
That has to be
Especially
the
when
toughest
information
thing.
can spread so quickly.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Like one person can
Yes.
get their
One
message
story.
out
Absolutely.
to so many people so quickly. And the thing about information, or lack thereof,
Yeah.
is that it's not even about what's true, it's about what you hear first.
Right.
Absolutely. And so even if it comes out that it's not true, or it comes out that it's true, people already want to believe what they want to believe.
And have their own opinions
So,
already.
if it was like, oh, everything was a lie, he cannot get that back. You cannot get time back.
Thank you.
You cannot get that back.
Thank
The
you.
narrative has already
it's
been
already
given.
been put out
so
there.
now it's like
It's the attachment.
it's the
already,
attachment. It's
yeah.
now it's created as a liability.
Yes.
So now it has to be somebody that doesn't care about what's being said, and it's like, you know what, I don't care what was said out here. We just gonna go with it. If I want you, I want you. And shout out to the people who do that for people, because you know, it takes a lot of, you know, courage to go against the masses, especially in cancel culture. And you cannot do anything. Everybody is so sensitive. And I say sensitive too, because now I'm being forced, and we all are being forced to defend certain things that was never the case before.
Right.
And so when you're on the inside looking out, you know what's true, you know what's not true, but like your voice really doesn't matter amongst everything that's already been said.
Right.
Amen.
Yeah.
I and just to dial in on that, that's the one of the things that annoys me the most about cancel culture is they are full of people that forget that there are 2, 3 sides to a story.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They the morale, the you know, the moral, excuse me.
Yeah.
Has completely changed.
Absolutely.
And you said it best. You know, they just judge first, and it's the first person you hear, the first story you hear. Shout out to the people that's able to bounce back from
Absolutely.
that type of stuff. You know, but we just talked about the resurgence of Usher. We've never seen an artist with like 2 primes like that. You know, Confessions could have been the peak.
Absolutely.
And now he's right back doing these reservations at Vegas and just reinventing himself.
Which is amazing.
We went twice. I went twice.
You got it. It's a must see.
So the crazy
amazing.
thing about it though, the herpes shit could have killed him.
I haven't been, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
Sorry for you. It's your loss.
Thought I had your ass.
Yes.
No, but you know that herpes shit could have killed him.
Yeah.
Which is why I understand the defamation suit, because it's like, you know, you just never know. Like you said, once the attachment is there,
Oh, he filed suit on that?
he did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. And I think they end up settling out, if I'm not
But
mistaken.
I think people pick and choose what they want to do. Like, I think people pick and choose whether they want to forget a people or not. You know what I mean?
That part.
And it's
Ooh,
like,
that's a good one.
let's give Chris Brown as an example.
Yes.
And it's like, this man was young when he had that situation.
Yeah.
Like, we all can remember being young doing something crazy.
Yeah.
And they just will not let
it
him go. And I'm like, where did we get off where we don't give people grace?
He's not
and
even.
mercy?
He's not even allowed to be upset.
Like
he
you're
gets
gonna
upset. You're like,
cancel.
oh, here he go again.
Right, you're gonna cancel shows, or you're not gonna let him be invited,
Right.
Because this woman has moved on with her life.
Right.
She's moved on.
Like 2 kids
He's
later.
moved on, and it's like, oh, but we can't let you get too far. Like it's like that yoke and that string, like a yo-yo. You know what I mean?
They still pulling them from shows and shit.
That's what I was saying.
That's-
Like,
yeah.
you can't have shows and stuff.
I
So
mean,
it's
No,
yeah.
America is a bunch of Karens. Let's be clear. We have a sense of entitlement over everything that has nothing to do with us.
And people forget, like I said, grace and mercy. Put yourself in that person's shoes.
Please. Mm-hmm.
And
Gra-
people don't do that.
Grace, you know what I learned? Homeboy taught me this a long time ago. Grace and mercy only goes as long as you remember the last bullshit you did.
Yep.
Right?
And that's how they treat
like
it.
when I'm fresh out of some bullshit,
Yeah.
I got grace and mercy for everybody. But the further and further away I get from that,
Yep.
you know, I forget about it and I become more and more judgmental. Not me particularly,
Yeah,
but
I
that's
get
how
it.
we are. And so that's why it's, you know, it's good to be humble and be everly reminded of,
Always.
you know,
And it's like he was at the peak of his career, Jonathan Majors.
yeah.
It just seemed like it was so unfortunate.
Yes.
Because it came at a time where you just saw him on everything.
As she
You
said,
did.
the height of
You saw the height of his
him.
career.
You started seeing him on every commercial.
Yeah.
You started seeing, and it's just like, bam. And
Well,
now,
I think what happens is, if they pulling their endorsements or they're not doing this, then I don't want to seem
if
like
I'm the one
a-
that stay-
If I stay, I don't want
Seem
nobody
like
to
I'm
think I can
backing him.
condone it. So it's like Yeah, nah, I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
That's
so then
like
I can't get a job.
shout out to Netflix, because Netflix don't be bending for nobody. Netflix is like, fuck it. I'll wait until, you know what I mean? They still got the movie on there, front and center and shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's definitely how Netflix does.
Yes, they do.
But yeah, when that story first dropped, it was crazy. But whenever the story first dropped, or did you know, let's move on to the strike, before it was going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
there was like rumbles. I mean, people
It
heard
was in
it's coming, it's
conversation.
coming.
It was in conversation.
The strike you're talking about.
Yes, the Hollywood
Okay,
strike.
yes,
The
Yes.
Hollywood strike. The $1 million question that everybody wants to know. Like, what's going on?
Right.
Like, you know, I have people calling
let's
me
get
like,
into
hey,
that.
you good? I'm like, I'm not homeless. Thanks for your concern. But
You need a
I'm
couple
not
dollars,
homeless.
Steve.
Like, are you okay? And I'm like, yes, I'm
You need to hold, you need to
I'm
hold something?
good.
You need to hold a
Like,
little something?
Yeah, but it ain't never been to that extent. It's just
Oh, they ain't
like,
been asking that. They just
no,
been trying
they
to-
like, are you okay? Oh, okay. Well, I was calling and checking on you, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not in the streets.
Black
like, you know
people.
what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody called to offer no money.
But right, nobody's like, oh, you need some groceries? Like, you need, like, what you
They
need?
just say your business.
So,
and shit.
yeah.
She must be a little bad.
It's funny. I was having a conversation. It's like, we not homeless people. Like, we just on strike. Like,
Right.
So, the strike. So, there was conversations
But you got
about.
some people giving that narrative nearly, though. So
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So I was on a production, a recent production, and it was talks that the writers were gonna go on strike. So we kept, rolling, kept the ball going, and then the writers, they were like, it's been real out here in these streets. So what people don't know is that everybody's contracts were coming up for negotiations. And so with the contracts coming up for negotiations, now you have the advance of technology now, which is AI. And so with the negotiations, the writers are trying to make sure that AI doesn't replace them. Where nowadays you can pick up the phone and be like, write me a business plan. And you got the 5 points and everything. And so it's like, hey, you guys are not going to replace us with that. So they going in for the negotiation of making sure that, they're straight. Didn't happen. So they were like, no. So because usually you have writers on set when you shoot, and then if there's any script changes, you need writers and all of that. So when that happened, then slowly but surely productions started going on hold. And then the DGA's contract came up, the Directors Guild. And so that's your producers, your directors. And so going in for negotiation. So everybody's contract was up for negotiation. They're going in with the negotiations and they're like, yeah, no, this isn't what is conducive for us, but because we're union based, and even though we're independent contractors, we're covered by a local union. So there's an East Coast union, West Coast union. There's a writers union. There's a directors. So the guilds are their unions, their protections, their organizations. So they have to, the AMTMP, which is the Alliance Motion Picture Television and Producers, like they're covered by them. And so they're covered by their guilds. And so when they go in for negotiations with the TMP, this is what we want. They're like, no. They're like, so they haven't come to an agreement. And so what they're asking for is basically to make sure that they'll still be able to be creative and write stuff and, us make money. And this is our craft. Like, we created. But what happened is streaming came along during COVID. And basically, at one point, actors could live off residuals. But because of streaming, how do you determine who gets what? So that is one of the other issues that they're going after. So then the actors, SAG-AFTRA, that's their organization, their contract coming up too. Negotiation.
It's a domino effect.
It's a domino effect.
Yeah.
So basically what all of us did was say that we're standing in solidarity. So now you have all the unions and even the below the line people, which we're considered below the line, like your makeup artists, hairstylists, like we're standing in solidarity. So now that everything is on strike, productions, nobody's making any content.
Speaking of standing in solidarity, though, what's the overall consensus or feel for like the A-listers that's not budging? That's like, fuck it, that's on y'all.
What you mean?
Like the A-listers that's not standing on the picket line, so to speak, in solidarity with the
well,
writers.
they don't have to stand on the
They
picket
ain't
line.
getting rooting for them, so they can't.
Yeah, well, you under SAG after, so they're like, they motioned for that. And so basically, if you are backed by a union, you have to be, if not, then they will get kicked out of that organization. And they're not trying to do that.
Because I was watching E! Entertainment and sees people like, who are they, Tiffany? Kevin Costner. Mm-hmm. Goddamn. What's the girl's? Not Brooke Shields. I forget her name. Anyway, it'll come to me. But there's quite a few that's just like, we gonna continue production.
Well, really, there's really no production.
How can they though?
They
Who's
can't.
gonna-
Yeah, nobody's filming nothing.
Well, Kevin Costner is in the midst of filming a series right now. He's gotten other writers.
Well, they have a interim agreement that SAG came up with, but that is pretty much everybody is not doing anything. So unless it's independent, unless he has independent writers or independent
Julia
things,
Roberts. That's what I was thinking. I'm sorry.
then everybody's standing in solidarity. And
Okay.
SAG hasn't went on strike since, I don't know.
So now that kind of begs the question: what is, like, if everybody's holding out, right? They're hoping that there's a breaking point for the other party, right? So I'm guessing so they can get my question. So I'm guessing that if I'm a writer, actor, producer, that my breaking point, that what I'm hoping that they give in the runs is, if I don't create, then they can't make money, right? We'll continue to not create. And if I am, I guess, how would you identify the other party, the other side?
Non-union?
Yeah.
Non-union.
You say, okay, well, I'm hoping that they end up needing to make money so that they'll come to terms out of desperation or whatever. So what are the, I guess you may not be able to speak to this, but what are the I guess what's everybody hoping for that makes the other side give in?
Because you can't make content like these studios, even though they have millions of dollars, probably more than that, like productions were in process. So you're losing money by not making content. And usually pilot season is in September. That's when the new shows and the new things come out. So we're in August. So if you got productions on back order, you lose money. Yeah. And so basically, it's kind of like, I feel like it is a custody battle. Am I going
That's
to
like
go
a
with
good way
mama?
to put it.
Right. It's like a big custody battle. And so it's like they're going to have to at some point come to some type of agreement, because I read an article, and I'm not sure what the exec was, but he was like, this could mean the collapse of Hollywood if we keep this thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I joked about
actors,
that.
Yeah.
No, I joked about that. I was
actors.
like, yo, we could end up with the replacements. Like, everybody's joking on Tubi, but that might be the move.
Tubi,
like, this is, if you're independent, this is your opportunity.
Yeah, step up, yeah.
This is your window.
Yeah.
Sure opportunity to go ahead and shoot. So all right. Pardon if this is lengthy, right? I'm just trying to get a better understanding, for the layperson, that's listening to the show.
It's like, okay, Frankie, you're a writer, and your contract is coming up for negotiation, but they tell you, yeah, we don't really need you because we got artificial intelligence. But artificial intelligence might be able to produce something, but there's no emotion behind it. You need actors so that you can feel the emotions, you can relate, because
So it's not just money related.
it's a whole lot of factors that's involved. Like,
Okay.
It's even insurance wages. I believe actors have to make at least like $26,000 per year to have a certain amount of insurance.
Okay.
So it's an even increase, and even your residuals, they're not getting any residuals really. Like they get like checks for like 33 cents.
Yeah.
Like
Brandy from P Valley,
$5 or like that's not enough to sustain you. So when streaming came, it's like, yeah, we're not even making money off the stuff that we working on, but the studios are.
The studios
And that's
So it's
crazy
like, what
because,
about
like,
us?
if
Yeah.
you're a musician on the flip, streaming is like your that's like where it's at. It's like
Absolutely.
this is what gives me life. If I was a quote unquote struggling artist or I was a one hit wonder, streaming is what saved me.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the same. That's not the same for
my
actors.
if one of my songs make a TikTok, forget about it. Like, you know what I'm saying, challenge. You know what I'm saying? If they now it's just 1,000,001 downloads.
What about the relationship sort of agreements that we made before before COVID happened? Because, you know, streaming was coming out.
Yeah.
And, you know, people were like, okay, well, this is a new thing. We're going to take a chance on it, you know, whatever. And so now everything's shut down and all you had was streaming, and they made billions of dollars off of that. Right. And it's because of these shows that these people were on. And so it's like, okay, now we want our due, but we're not getting it. But y'all are getting it. And so it's like, it's a huge gap in between actors, producers, writers, and the studio exec.
See, I didn't even take the AI into consideration. I didn't think it was. I didn't know that was part of it. I really just looked at the financial piece.
I thought it was just money too.
So now, bear with me.
No,
I
you
was
fine.
talking to Tiff a while about this. You know, just playing advocate, right? And saying, let's say for example, I'm an artist, and Ashley writes for me, and my first project skyrockets, and I'm platinum artist, all of that. So the next project she writes for me barely makes gold. Then now the third project she writes for me goes mahogany almost, right? So I need her to create. I wanted her to create a new sound, but it's kind of not working. Let's go back to the drawing board and kind of go back to the old. So, because you had mentioned new shows.
Well, let me put it to you like this. What they want to do is scan these actors' realness and likeness and only give them a percentage of it. So thank you for your voice. Thank you for your likeness. And we have it forever. And you make no money off of it. And we can make a replica of something that looks like you.
Like a feature.
That's how
like
deep
a feature in the hologram.
Yes.
That one movie, oh boy, was in that clone. Oh.
They clone Tyrone.
They clone Tyrone. So.
So basically, we got your voice, we got your realness. So then you have those people who are trying to get in the industry, who are like your background. So when you doing background, you hopes that, you know, you might get discovered or whatever. So what they're doing for them is they just want to pay them for one day, but own the rights of their realness and likeness forever.
That's crazy.
So I was thinking more so they were reluctant to pay them
That too.
for the lack of creativity.
That's worse.
No.
Much.
So no.
Much.
Hold on.
That's
the point. That's where I was going with that. I thought there was that's why I was saying playing advocate. I thought it was like, you know what? You guys aren't creating anything new. Because I talked to him about this. It just seems like everything is a rerun of what we already got. Wonder Years. You understand what I'm saying? Like everything's a
I mean, that's always been TV though.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff we watch was a reboot.
But that's
though.
the real issue. That is one of the major factors.
Say that again.
One of the major factors is they want to scan the actor's realness and likeness and not pay them for that.
So to put it in music terms for me, because I'm in music, it's almost like with hip hop. You either do a feature and you pay me an upfront contract fee, or you give me writer's credits. But it seems like what they want to do is they want to pay you for a feature, but at every time the song gets performed,
you don't get nothing.
They want to put your hologram on stage and not give you anything.
There you go, because they'll own it. They'll own it. So when they do that, they'll own it.
That is so bad.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So imagine.
So you're getting bad performances after bad performance because of that. Yeah.
So Ashley, I want to record your voice. I want to scan your face. And so guess what? If I own it, and so guess what? If you sick and you can't come to work, I got a replica of you.
This is wild.
You gotta work today.
This is what AI is. Like, so this is why they're doing away with a lot of people's jobs, because they're able to get AI to do it from robots.
It's like
I just
like
saw
Debo.
somebody getting their lashes done.
Me and Debo got
by a robot.
I got $200.
Well, I'm sorry. What?
I just saw someone get their lashes done, like what we get, what you have, your beautiful lashes. Yeah, a machine was doing it. The way that I said no, because all it's going to take is a malfunction.
Right. You poke your ass in the eye.
But I'm pretty sure, because guess what? I'm pretty sure somewhere in the terms and conditions that we don't read.
Yeah. Fine
You guys
print.
need to watch Black Mirror.
My sister loves that show.
The episode of Jane is Mad or something like that. I forgot the name of it, but it's basically exactly what Hollywood is going through right now.
Black Mirror. Okay.
So
Tiff,
you seen
write it
a
down.
robot doing lashes?
Yes.
Hollywood's on strike because they want to do AI. So how does, well, obviously we kind of know, but from your mouth, how does this affect you? Because they got robots on lashes, girl. What makeup
Right.
next? Like,
Right,
Listen,
How does
I
it
hate
affect
to get
you?
spiritual on y'all, but I'm covered.
Oh, girl, absolutely.
Listen,
Absolutely.
I'm
Go
covered.
ahead.
I mean, I don't hate to because that's what it is.
Right.
I'm covered. Like, I believe and feel like COVID.
You're still needed.
I'm still
Your
needed for
services still
one,
needed.
but a robot can't replace experience.
Come on
it
now.
can't
Yeah.
replace feelings. So what is happening is the desensitization of feelings and emotions, which is what we are created to do.
Girl.
So if I can do away with that, you can't, because I'm gonna go in and get a service and no emotion. I don't.
Yeah, that's how you connect with
That's
your
how you
makeup
make
person, your
connections. Like, we
hairstylist,
were
your
made to
yes.
connect
But
with
then,
each
but then
other.
it would have to be on like the artists, the actors, to step in and say no, don't give me no damn robot. I want Stevie for real.
That's
I
what
mean,
that's what's happening
But
now.
if production's saying this is what we're giving you,
Well,
Right.
this is why we are where we are. Where it's like, we all won't.
right?
We all won't participate. Yeah, we won't participate. Yeah.
But I'm trying to. So,
I'm trying
blown
to
right
picture.
now.
I'm trying to picture a little robot Stevie.
so now,
with a fedora coming in.
never be no
Hey,
AI,
girl.
Stevie.
Hey, girl. And you
brush.
contour.
Brush,
You
brush.
like contouring.
Like, because what I like to say on set all the time is like, where's my check though? Can you see a robot be like,
Where's my
Where
where
is
is
my
my check though? Yeah. It might come close because they have. I feel like just even the phones and the things that we do, they got your voices
Yeah,
and these
that part.
apps that people be taking pictures on. Like, I feel like in the terms and conditions, you have given them permission
don't
to,
even know
and
it.
you don't even know. So everybody that was doing these AI photos, and I'm like, y'all are just giving away y'all realness and likeness, and it's probably in the terms and conditions because we don't read terms and conditions.
Don't
Right,
worry.
and they're not getting paid
Amari,
for it.
Amari, don't worry, Amari.
But
Don't
no,
worry,
I
Amari.
just thought about that.
We're not
Like,
gonna-
so
we're not gonna
many,
have a robot
everybody's
for you.
doing the AI joints,
Yeah.
and the
Everybody.
original person is probably not getting paid for
and
it.
they're putting it all
And
on
you know
the
how
internet.
much money is being missed there?
It's like my voice. Like,
They probably got like $200 to take the original picture. Like, especially for the ones who aren't like notable
But that's
people.
how it will be. So I have your realness and I have your likeness and I own it. So I can do with it whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
I could recreate something that looks like you. They even got it where I guess it's a situation where they telling people to be careful when you answer the phone.
Yeah, I heard that.
Like, you don't know who's taking your voice. So as soon as I answer the phone and it's a pause, I'm hanging up.
I do the
Yes.
same thing. So I hear that beep, click, I hang up.
If it's important, you can leave me a message or you can text me or email me. Oh, I tried to call you. Yeah.
But this all reminds me of why I was in support of college athletes getting paid. The Chris Webber story, which everybody said was overly dramatic, but it was true in basis. Where
Yeah.
he was like, he was on campus one day and he didn't have enough money in his pocket to buy a cheeseburger.
yeah.
And he walked into Champs and he saw his jersey on sale for $80.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like the same thing.
It's the same.
Yeah. That's like, yeah, that entire crew,
Yeah.
they pushed the culture that America made a ton of money off of,
Yeah.
but they didn't see,
And that-
like you said, they were struggling to get the
And that's what the
cheeseburgers.
actors saying. These studios are making billions of dollars,
Yeah.
and we don't even have a percentage of that. Like,
And yeah.
we're the ones we're literally on set for like 12 and 15 hours.
And you sending out 25-cent royalty checks to, like, that's such a slap in the
Like,
face.
so exactly.
That's
Is that
such
in
a
like your
slap in the face,
contract?
man.
Speaking of contracts, you said they're all negotiations of contracts. Is that in your contract when you sign something? Like
What do you mean?
the union, the royalties? Do you know what you're going to be getting?
I don't know what their contracts say. Our contracts are different, but I'm pretty sure in their they have stipulations and contracts, but if you're up under these organizations, they have it's like your car insurance,
Right,
like
right.
you're gonna protect your rights, and what you do is what you're doing is paying into us, making sure that we protect and make sure that you get your due justice. So yeah, it's like security, like your security and your coverage. And so right now nobody's working, so nobody's getting paid. So the question is, okay, so what do you do next? What are you doing? And I feel like COVID, when we're in COVID, this feels like COVID to me, because
All
we
over
weren't
again.
working in COVID. You know, we couldn't even come in contact with people. So it forces you to tap into your God-given gifts, or not put all your eggs in one basket, you know, and survive. Like, so now you got to survive. What do you do? You know, so I have several things that I've tapped into. Okay. Of course, you know, I have Smart Butter. Smart Butter is, shout out to all my customers, my loyal customers, because listen, y'all got us sister through COVID, and it still, you know, has been happening. So that is something that, you know, just keeps going. And I'm doing things that I haven't had a chance to do because I'm always on set, and I don't really have time to tap into, you know, really sit down and have time to focus on my goals. So I've always wanted to do a mentorship. So I have a mentorship program where I help makeup artists who are in the industry, trying to get in the industry, and basically equip you with the things that you should know, but that people don't tell you. So you're like, oh,
I like
okay.
that. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. So it's been really good. I think that we are in a month and a half right now.
Oh,
it's
congratulations.
over. Thank you. So it's over at the end of this month.
Okay.
And I always like to help people. I didn't have a mentor in this business, so it was trying to basically figure out, you know, what my niche was, you know, how in the world of makeup artists, what will make somebody choose me or choose them. And so that's what I'm teaching them. Everybody does makeup, everybody does hair, everybody does something that you do. But what will make me choose you out of the pond of
Absolutely.
people? And so that's what I'm trying to equip them with, like what will make you stand out on set, what will make you stand out as a makeup artist. You know, yes, you have YouTube University, you have, you know, Instagram, but I really feel like everybody wants the quick way. Everybody is like, oh, that's how you do it. Oh, that's the trend. But it's different when you get on film and television. Like, I tell people, when do you watch a movie where they change their eyeshadow? Every time it's a different outfit or scene. You don't, because what we're doing is we're telling a story. It's not even our character. It's not something that we came up. It's something that has been written and is going to be directed, and we have to help tell a story through makeup. We have to help tell a story through hair. So it's your vision, it's their vision, and so I'm using my craft to help tell your story.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And
You know,
so,
I love that because, and you know, for obvious reasons, black folks in this country have been placed in a situation where we, you know, operate in the crabs in the barrel, you know, mentality. And we've adopted this saying, you know, the game is to be sold, not to be told, which has been the death of us. So I love the fact that you're telling the game and not selling the game, which puts us more of us in the game. That's
Absolutely.
really that. And because so many times we're often worried about, well, if I tell them and they're good,
Right.
they might
but
take my spot.
nobody can be you. Nobody. If I tell everything, if I give you all my ingredients, your cake ain't gonna come out like my cake.
Right.
Come
right.
on now.
Say that again. Say that
If
again.
I give you all of my ingredients,
Stealing it. I'll be saying that tomorrow like
your
it was
cake is
I'm
not
be
gonna
staying-
come out like my cake.
I'm gonna be saying that tomorrow like it's mine.
Okay, so
That
Steve,
shit gonna be
it'll
Ashley's
be
next
like,
motivation.
It's my caption. It's my caption.
Go ahead.
Next picture.
Walking through the parking lot.
like nobody can be
Publix.
you know, nobody can. And I like to give an experience.
Yes.
So even if you like to give an experience, we two
the
different
same.
people. We
Yeah.
bring, even though we have the same talent, we still two different people, different DNA. How I do something might not be how she do it, you know, even though we do the same thing. So that's what I want to, you know, help makeup artists with. And when I work with them, I see that they don't know, but everybody likes to gatekeep their stuff and maybe give you a little bit of this, give you a little bit of that, but that's for me, that stems from insecurity.
Hello.
So
Absolutely,
I'm not going to
yes.
give you, everything. I'm going to just give you a little bit of this. I'm going to give you a little bit of that because I don't want you to surpass me. But the
better.
greatest compliment is when a student surpasses the teacher.
Absolutely.
Because that means that you had influence on them. That meant that you imparted it. And you never forget that. You never forget the people that give you a chance to say yes. And I feel like people forget that where you are, at one point, somebody gave you an opportunity.
That's it.
Your mentorship.
That's true.
Though, where,
Yes.
where is it?
It is, if you go, it's a link on my bio.
Okay.
Smart Ink, and you can go in there, you can find it and click on it, answer some questions. And basically what I do is when you answer the survey, it allows me to cater the mentorship to your strengths and your weaknesses, so it's not generic. So
individually
when
made,
you teach a
yeah.
class, you don't know if somebody really knows how to do that. And you cannot help them progress just by showing them if you don't know where they are. Because you might be wasting your time because they might really know how to
Right.
do that really good. But because you're teaching it generic, then you cannot find where you can really help them grow in a certain area.
Understandable. I was going to mention
I love
something that's
that.
completely against what you just said. Because I just vividly remember taking my class to a school trip to DeKalb School of Technology over on Panthersville.
Okay.
And, they have all of those. It's an occupational school.
Yeah, I went to one.
Okay, so they have all of those, like,
Yeah.
they have the mechanics, and they have
I
the...
did cosmetology.
There you go. They have the cosmetology, they have the technical room, stuff like that.
Shout out.
Shout out to Cab County School.
DeKalb County School of Technology.
Word.
No, I mean, and it's
Nah,
it's
public
actually...
school education is great.
I'm-
Gotta tell
I really
people.
feel like
it's a beautiful place. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was shocked because I wouldn't expect that to be in the cab,
absolutely.
and not let alone right off of Kennel Road.
Exactly.
You understand
No,
what I'm saying? So you get what I'm saying.
understand
So I'm like,
because
wait a minute, time out.
we
There's a lot of people that need to be
we
here.
don't cultivate community like the Caucasian community does.
There you go.
And we don't want to help each other.
Yeah.
And so, like, even in the farmer's market, the lady wanted another bag when she got some meat.
Mm-hmm.
And the man was like, yeah, no. And I tapped her on the shoulder and said, excuse me, just ask him for a bag of ice. And then you take that bag and you sit it in there. And she was like, you know what, I'm about to do that. And she did it. And he gave her a bag of ice. I said, there go your 2 bags. And so she was like, you know what,
is a
thank
word
you
is a
so
way.
much. Exactly. So I just feel like when each one teach one.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you block your blessings by holding on to a gift that God gave you that you can help somebody else. So anything that you have is not yours.
Would you
So
ever
your
go to a
talents.
school like that though? Even though you like to do individually, would you?
Oh
ever
no,
go to
that's the goal. That's the next goal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm
Bet.
actually working on something so that
Yeah.
the mentorship into an education
Hell yeah.
program so that I can give back, because that program, I was one of those students
Yeah.
who participated in a program like that.
I mean, it's low key like a mini SCAD.
It is.
For real.
I had
Like,
fun when I was in my cosmetology class, and my teacher actually said, I wish I could give you not a makeup certificate too, because I was doing the girls' makeup as well as their hair in class. So that is actually another thing that I'm working on. So like,
Perfect.
take your gifts and cultivate them, and I feel like because everybody wants that quick dollar, everybody wants, to be like, how can I maintain or beyond, or how can I be famous, or how can I get put on? Like, that's legacy when you help people.
Right.
So when people feel like, oh, I gotta leave a legacy, it's not money.
right.
It's about what you've done and how you've cultivated and influenced somebody.
Amen.
So within that mentorship that you're doing now, are you also giving them ways to network
Yes,
and tips? 'Cause that's really important in the industry.
It's really important as an entrepreneur, period.
Right,
like
right.
networking and relationships, because a lot of times those opportunities come from networking and relationships. So it's literally you backing somebody with your name.
Right.
And so I ask people, like, do you like your name? Because if you really liked your name, you'd be careful what you attach your name to.
Oh, facts.
That's what you have. You'll always have it.
Right.
It follows you because it's your name.
Right.
So pay attention to what you do and what you are into and that you attach yourself to, because your name is attached to that.
Yeah.
Amen.
All right. right, y'all heard that, y'all. Some jewels dropped. So
Heard it.
we're gonna wrap it up soon. What is a recap of what you have coming up? Well, do you have anything coming up next? Or are we just still on the
I'm
waiting?
actually working on, like I told Frankie, educational program, but several educational programs. So for the students and for, my counterparts, colleagues, people who want to get into the industry. So I'm actually this weekend getting ready to start shooting it. So, yeah.
Professor Stevie Martin next, y'all.
Listen, I like teaching. I like helping. Because it's my footprint. It's my fingerprint. It's my blueprint that helps somebody get somewhere. So
that is dope.
So,
Man, oh
yeah.
man.
Dope.
Good
So
job.
where can the followers and the watchers and all that good stuff follow you at or find you?
They can find me on Instagram at Smart Makeup. You spell it SYMART, and people ask me why do you spell it like that, and it's a part of my initials, so it's Stevie Y and half of my last name Martin.
There you go.
So Smart Makeup.
That's dope.
Yes.
And the beard oil. The butter.
That's Smart Butter. So
Smart
that's
Butter,
my
yes.
cosmetic line is Smart Butter, SYMART, butter, BUTTER. So everything has those SYMs in it. So you can find me in the
She got her
SYM.
footprint.
Yeah, my wife was on a smart brush. She's like, ask her y'all got Stevie tonight? Ask her she got some, like she got it in her pocket. Like go order it like
Everybody
everybody else.
always does it like that. They be like, so do you happen to have, I'm like, it's 98 degrees.
Right.
outside, but like, I don't have that on me.
Don't hate, because I definitely was going to ask her before the show. I'm with you, Kristen. I definitely was going to ask her
Like, see if
if she got some more of that oil.
Like she got it in her pocket. Like go order it. Like,
Steve, you got some more of that oil, you know what I'm saying? No, that's what's up.
Yes,
that's what's
we
up.
appreciate you stopping through and chopping
for
it up with
having
us.
me.
We definitely want to
Yes.
have you back once this strike
Listen.
is over. Even if it's not over, we want you to
Yeah.
come back on. Tell us about the school that you're about to
Anytime.
start.
Yes.
This mentor program.
Yes.
The Professor Stevie Martin. We want to talk to
Listen.
her again next.
Smart
Oh,
ink.
Smart. I love it.
Let me
Smart
tell you,
ink.
you get that class going. I would actually love for us to sit in.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest with
Watch.
you. I just want to watch it. Just want to see just how the students retain the
Yeah.
information from you.
So
you know what I'm saying?
this mentorship is hybrid. So it is virtual and
Yeah.
it is in person, and I did it like that because I didn't want to limit it
Okay.
to just
Yeah.
some people can't come. You
Yeah.
know, some people want to be involved.
Yeah.
And so I do have some mentees that are out of town. So
Got you.
the virtual
dope.
part is good for them too. And they actually are like, this is so dope because you're actually putting things together and the things that people don't tell you that you really should know. And I was like, absolutely. And I know it and I see it. And in order for you to make change, you got to be a solution to the problem.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. That's how you bring value to yourself. Also, really quickly, one of the things. So many of our listeners, we all love to watch TV. We all are consumers of entertainment one way or another. But many of us, our listeners, are not in the entertainment industry, but are perhaps contract employees in one way or another. If you have basically with the takeaways of if there was a takeaway with what's going on in Hollywood now to just a contracted employee in general, what would you offer them?
As a contracted employee in general, what I would say is like cultivate your crafts, your gifts, find ways to be a solution to the problem, but pay attention to what's happening so that you can meet a need. So if you meet a need, you will never be broke.
Hello, somebody.
That's a whole nother jump.
Meet and need.
Bernie's
You'll never be
tweets.
broke.
If you
That's
meet
right.
the need, you'll never be broke.
Ashley gonna steal all this shit.
I'm gonna have my book. My book like this. Per
Right.
Stevie Martin.
The smart isms.
That's gonna be a quote underneath her next book title.
Smartisms,
yes. smartisms.
You playing? I'm gonna do it.
Smartisms.
Listen, hey,
And
I'm here for
I'm
it.
gonna tag you.
Listen, I love it. I'm alive and I'm gonna repost it.
Marvelous.
Yes.
Smarty
Yes,
pants.
love it.
Smarty pants.
Smarty pants. I'm playing that.
Smartisons.
Smart as
That's what's up. Well, thank
All
you
right, so
much,
we
man.
thank y'all for everyone for tuning
Yes,
in.
yes,
She dropped so many
absolutely.
gems. She
She
shared
did.
with us what's going on with Hollywood and the strike, what the roots of it are, what we're seeking, what is actually going on behind it. She dropped some gems for what's going on. If you are an independent contractor in any form, inside Hollywood or out, some takeaways from based on what's going on in that industry. And then also, if you are looking to get into industry, looking to networking tips, she herself is running for, if you're a makeup artist in particular, her own mentorship in that
Yes.
area. So she has offered some gems in that area, which is absolutely
I do
wonderful.
answer DMs.
Yes, she does answer DMs.
Professional DMs.
Professional. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was about
She
to say,
married,
whoa, whoa,
y'all.
whoa, whoa,
Be like,
whoa, whoa.
Okay,
clarity,
this is Mrs.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
professional
Mrs.
DMs.
She's
Martin.
married,
Fellas.
and her husband is the homie.
Right.
Watch it, fellas.
So, right. Her husband is the homie. So, right.
That's what's up. And she's into fedoras, obviously. So anybody
Listen,
want to shoot their
I
shot?
am a
Anybody want to
hat
shoot their
girl.
shot like that? Go ahead.
Listen, I am a lover of hats.
Yeah.
Hat is my love language. Fedoras. Wide brims in particular.
Wide brims in particular.
Wide brims in
Keep it
particular.
clean.
Like Gorham
Going on.
Brothers?
I do.
You like Gorham Brothers?
I like Gorham Brothers
But-
for the trucker hats.
Okay.
I like the trucker
Yeah, we
hats.
do the trucker ass too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the brim so much?
I have a couple of those, but once I got into the wide brims, it's like,
Yeah, I understand.
ain't no going
Ain't no
back.
No going back.
Ain't no going
They've
back.
got some wide brims that you can customize real well, though.
They do have
They've got some good wide. They got some good sturdy wide brims you customize real well, and they braise around.
I actually know the owner, so when I go in there, they're like, Stevie, and I'm like, oh God, everybody loves
That doesn't happen to me
Like-
when I go in.
No. So you talking about
because
You're not
you talking about for Gorham
You're not
Brothers?
smart.
Yes.
So Gorham Brothers, which one? Ponce?
Yes.
Yeah. My dude doesn't work there no more. The white dude.
No,
This
he
this
doesn't.
side girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah, he don't work
He
there no
doesn't
more.
work there anymore.
But he was cool. Like yeah. But anyway,
So
I'm sorry.
yes, I guess every woman loves a purse and a bag. So I consider like my fedoras
Your
a
thing.
bag. Yeah.
That's what's
I ain't
up.
gonna have nothing
Stay
else.
fly, girl, though. You
No,
stay
no
fly.
shoe. Ain't gotta listen. Put a hat on, and it'll step anything.
Any
up.
outfit.
It'll step any out. So everybody's like, "You always dressed up," and I'm like, "Really? I'm not. It's just a hat." But thank you.
Don't
Yeah.
give Tiff no ideas, because you looking at Tiff and shit. Don't get her because you already trying to steal half my hat collection and shit. So
That's how it starts.
that's
though.
how it starts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
how it started with the
understand.
smart
Trust
butter. The people be like, "Oh, you know what?
That's what's
Such
up.
and such stole it. Can I have some?" Yeah. So I'm here for it.
That's what's
For
up.
all your needs.
So yes. So for more content like this awesome show,
Yes,
you can
yes.
always catch us on truthnochaser.com. You can go to our YouTube at Truth No Chaser. You can also follow us on IG at truth_no_chaser. All right, for more content just like this.
Right. And for the video version of this podcast, again, like Frank said, you can catch us at thetruthnochaser.com and also YouTube, Truth No Chaser, YouTube/Truth No Chaser for a video version of this recording as well.
Until next time, keep walking in your truth, Black people.